All right, what's your name, bud?
My name is Ben Bassett,
Where you from, Ben?
PEI,
From PEI? Where in PEI?
Stratford.
All right, who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why is Sidney Crosby your favorite hockey player?
I like the way he acts.
Like the way he acts on and off the ice, both?
Yep.
Awesome. What's your favorite pregame meal? What do you like to have for a big game?
Mm,
Do you like to have chicken or pasta or like pizza?
Pasta.
Like to have pasta? All right, thanks, Ben. All right, what's your name, big guy?
Nicholas,
All right, where you from, Nicholas?
Maine,
Maine. Who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby,
Why is Sidney Crosby your favorite hockey player?
because I like the way he plays,
Like the way he plays? You like how many goals he scores a year? Or like what do you like about him?
how many goals he scores,
All right, what's your favorite pregame meal?
pasta,
What kind of pasta?
pasta with meatballs.
Pasta's meatballs. All right, thanks, Nicholas. So, what's your name?
Cole,
Where are you from, Cole?
Newfoundland.
Who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby,
Sidney Crosby. What's your favorite team?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins. Is that because Sidney Crosby plays in that team?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite pregame meal?
My favorite pregame meal is tacos.
Tacos? All right, thanks, Ben. All right, what's your name, bud?
Thomas,
Where are you from, Thomas?
Maine,
We're at in Maine.
Falmouth,
Who's your favorite hockey player?
Adam McQuaid.
Why Adam McQuaid?
I like the way he acts on and off the ice.
Awesome. And what's your favorite pregame meal?
Pasta,
What kind of pasta?
spaghetti.
Spaghetti? Meatballs?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. What's your name, bud?
Tyler,
Where are you from, Tyler?
Nova Scotia,
We're at Nova Scotia.
Halifax,
And what's your favorite hockey team?
Montreal Canadiens,
Who's your favorite player on the Montreal Canadiens?
Brian Gianta.
Why Brian Gianta?
I like the way he plays off and on the ice.
And what's your favorite pregame meal?
Subs,
Subs, what do you like on your subs?
lettuce, all that kind of stuff.
All right, thanks. All right, what's your name, big guy?
Nick Mills,
Where are you from, Nick?
Cornwall, PEI,
And who's your favorite hockey player? A goal scorer, defenseman?
goal scorer,
All right, what's your favorite team?
Montreal Canadiens.
All right, and what do you want to improve on this week at Andrews Hockey?
My passing.
Passing. And lastly, what's your big dream? What do you want to do with hockey?
Win the Stanley Cup.
Want to win the Stanley Cup. All right, thanks. All right, what's your name?
Hannah,
Where are you from, Hannah?
Porter, Nova Scotia.
Porter, Nova Scotia. Who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why Sidney Crosby?
Because the Pittsburgh Penguins is a pretty good team. And
Yeah, they are. What do you want to improve on here at Andrews Hockey this week?
I like to improve on my shooting skills.
That's good. And what's your big goal in life?
Making the women's NHL team.
That's awesome. All right, thank you very much. All right, what's your name?
John Reed,
Where are you from, John?
Charlottetown, PEI.
Who's your favorite hockey player?
Max Pacioretty.
Why Max Pacioretty?
I like the way he plays and he acts off and on ice.
Awesome. And what do you want to improve on here at Andrews this week?
I want to improve on my stick handling, yeah.
That's awesome. And what's your big dream?
My big dream is to win the Stanley Cup.
Awesome. All right, thank you. All right, what's your name?
Sonny,
Where are you from, Sonny?
Sydney, Nova Scotia.
All right, who's your favorite hockey player?
Wayne Gretzky.
Why Wayne Gretzky?
Because
Because he scored lots of goals, or
and it's good in the ice.
And what would you like to improve on here at Andrews this week?
I don't really know.
Some passing or some shooting?
Yeah, some shooting.
And what's your big dream for hockey?
making it to the NHL.
Awesome. All right, thank you. All right, what's your name, big guy?
Isaac Willett,
Where are you from, Isaac?
New Brunswick.
We're at New Brunswick.
Just off of St. John.
All right, who's your favorite hockey team?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Why the Pittsburgh Penguins?
They're a great sportsmanship.
They pass a lot? All right, and what do you want to improve on this week at Andrews Hockey?
Shooting.
Shooting? And what's your big dream?
To make the NHL.
Make the NHL? All right, thanks, big guy. All right, what's your name?
Andrew Johnson,
Where are you from, Andrew?
Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby,
Why Sidney Crosby?
because I like his attitude, I like how he plays, and he's just the best.
That's good. And what would you like to improve on here at Andrews Hockey?
That I could skate more better and be in the NHL like Sidney Crosby.
Awesome. So is that your big dream, to play in the NHL?
Yeah.
It's good to hear. All right, thanks. All right, what's your name?
Jude Greenwood,
Where are you from, Jude?
Nova Scotia, Barrington.
And who's your favorite hockey player?
Jerome McGinley,
Why Jerome McGinley?
because he plays for Calgary Flames, like one of my favorite teams, and I like how the way he plays. And
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him too. And what would you like to improve on here at Andrews Hockey this week?
I think I'd like to improve on my skating a little bit better, and it's good because I think we skate a lot here too. So it's good.
That's good. And what's your big dream?
To like see or hold the Stanley Cup.
See or hold the Stanley Cup. All right, thank you. All right, what's your name?
Melanie Boudreau,
Where are you from, Melanie?
New Brunswick, Shagat,
And who's your favorite hockey player?
Carey Price,
Why Carey Price?
because he's good.
Because he's good. And what would you like to improve this week at Andrews Hockey?
Stop better.
Learn how to stop better. And what's your big dream in life? What do you want to do?
To be goalie.
To be a goalie?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Melanie. All right, what's your name?
Matthew,
Where are you from, Matthew?
Gander, Newfoundland.
Gander, Newfoundland. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Pavel Datsuk.
Why Pavel Datsuk?
He's good. He's skilled in so many different levels.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him too. And what would you like to improve on this week at Andrews?
My shooting.
Your shooting? And what's your big dream in hockey? What do you want to do?
Hold the Stanley Cup.
Want to hold the Stanley Cup? I'd like to do that too. All right, thanks. All right, what's your name?
Matthew,
Where are you from, Matthew?
New Brunswick,
We're at New Brunswick.
Shadiat.
And what's your favorite hockey team?
Canadians.
Why the Canadians?
I start loving them, and yeah.
It's awesome. And what would you like to improve on here at Andrews Hockey this week?
My forward plow.
Your forward plow stop? All right. And what's your big dream?
To be an engineer.
To be an engineer? That's awesome. All right. Thanks very much. All right. What's your name?
James Pilzik.
Where are you from, James?
Thompson, Manitoba.
All right. Well, who's your favorite hockey player?
Luke Shen.
Why's that? Why is he your favorite hockey player?
Because he plays for Toronto Maple Leafs.
He plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And what do you want to improve on this week at Andrews Hockey?
Just my strength.
Your overall strength? And what's your favorite pregame meal?
Probably just a breakfast sandwich from Tim Hortons.
Just a breakfast sandwich. All right. Thanks, James. What's your name, big guy?
Riley Cook,
Where are you from, Riley?
Aylesford, Nova Scotia.
Who's your favorite hockey player?
I would have to say Dion Phaneuf,
Why Dion Phaneuf?
because he plays for Toronto Maple Leafs.
He plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And what do you want to improve on here at Andrews Hockey?
My wrist shot,
Your wrist shot. And what's your big dream?
to play in the NHL.
Play in the NHL. All right, thanks. All right, what's your name?
Miles,
Where are you from, Miles?
Belgrade, Maine.
Belgrade, Maine. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Probably Lucic.
Why Lucic?
I don't know. I just like him.
Just like the way he plays? And what do you want to improve on at Andrews Hockey?
Speed skating.
Your speed skating? And what's your big dream?
To win the Stanley Cup.
To win the Stanley Cup. All right. Thank you very much. All right. What's your name?
Cameron Nickerson,
Where are you from, Cameron?
Nova Scotia, Shelburne County,
Shelburne County. And what's your favorite hockey team?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Why the Pittsburgh Penguins?
I just like the way they play, work as a team.
Awesome. And what do you want to improve on this week in Andrews Hockey?
My puck skills,
Your overall puck skills? And what's your big dream?
to create the MLE, Major League Eating.
That's an awesome goal. All right. Thanks, big guy. All right. What's your name?
Matthew.
Where are you from, Matthew?
I'm from PEI.
We're at in PEI.
Charlottetown.
From Charlottetown. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why is Sidney Crosby your favorite hockey player?
Because I really like how he plays. And
Just really like how he plays overall. All right. And what do you want to improve on this week?
I want to improve on my wrist shot.
You want to improve on your wrist shot? And what's your favorite pregame meal?
I'd say spaghetti.
Spaghetti? Me too. All right. Thanks, man. All right. What's your name?
Jaden Lang.
Where are you from, Jaden?
Shelburne County, Nova Scotia.
All right. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why Sidney Crosby?
Because I like his attitude.
You like his attitude? And what do you want to improve on this week in Andrews?
Skating and shooting.
Skating and shooting. Awesome. And what's your big dream?
Going to the NHL.
Playing the NHL? All right. Thanks, Jaden. All right. What's your name?
Nathan,
Where are you from, Nathan?
Hornbrook, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, eh? And who's your favorite hockey player?
Milan Lucic,
Why Milan Lucic?
because he's a good player and plays rough.
Plays rough. And what's your big dream?
Becoming a star in the NHL.
You start in the NHL. All right. Thanks. All right. What's your name?
Gabe.
Where are you from, Gabe?
PEI.
We're at in PEI.
Charlottetown.
And what's your favorite hockey team?
Edmonton.
Why Edmonton?
I don't know.
Just like all their players?
Yeah.
You a fan of Jordan Eberle or Taylor Hall?
No.
You don't like them? What about Neil Yakupov?
No.
Not a fan of any of them? And what would you like to improve on this week in Andrews Hockey?
My left foot stop.
Your left foot stop? All right, thanks. All right, what's your name?
Shelby.
Where are you from, Shelby?
Portrait, Nova Scotia.
Who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why Sidney Crosby?
I don't know. He's just a good player.
Just like how he plays overall?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite hockey team?
Probably Montreal Canadiens.
I'm a Canadiens fan. And what would you like to improve on this week in Andrews Hockey?
My left stop.
Your left foot stop? And what's your favorite pregame meal? What do you like to eat before a big game?
I would say spaghetti.
Spaghetti? All right, thanks, Shelby. What's your name?
Jeddah.
Where are you from, Jeddah?
Eskasoni.
Where's Eskasoni?
It's in Eskasoni.
Okay, who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why Sidney Crosby?
Because I like his attitude.
Like his attitude? It seems to be the same as a lot of other people. Do you like the way he plays too?
I guess so.
What do you like to eat before a big game?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes? Some gravy?
Yes, and corn.
And corn. And what would you like to improve on this week in Andrews Hockey?
Stick handling.
Stick handling, eh? All right, thanks, Jeddah. All right, what's your name?
Isaac.
Where are you from, Isaac?
PDI.
We're at in PEI.
Sherwood.
Sherwood. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Carey Price.
Why Carey Price?
Because I like the way he plays.
Like the way he plays, yeah, he's a strong goalie. And what do you want to improve on this week in Andrews hockey?
My backwards crossovers.
Backwards crossovers. And what's your big dream? What do you want to do with hockey?
Play in the National Hockey League.
Play in the National Hockey League. For what team?
Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal Canadiens. All right, thanks, big guy. All right, what's your name?
Caden.
Where are you from, Caden?
Nova Scotia.
We're at Nova Scotia.
Louisdale.
Louisdale. All right, who's your favorite hockey player?
Sidney Crosby.
Why Sidney Crosby?
Because he works hard and he doesn't smash his stick on the boards when he loses a game. And he doesn't
Stays composed. Is that what you like about him? Awesome. And what do you want to improve on this week?
shooting.
Want to improve on your shooting? And what's your big dream? What do you want to do?
Play in the NHL.
Play in the NHL? For what team?
Pittsburgh.
Play for Pittsburgh. All right. Thanks, Caden. All right. What's your name?
Caven.
Where are you from, Caven?
New Brunswick.
We're at New Brunswick.
St. Stephen.
St. Stephen. Who's your favorite hockey player?
It probably would have been Matt Sundin if he'd never retired.
Matt Sundin, eh? Why'd you like Matt Sundin?
Well, he's just been my role model up through my life.
Yeah, he's a really good role model. And what do you want to improve on this week?
I wanted to get better on my strides and probably shooting.
Strides in your shooting. All right. And what's your big dream?
Probably to be either in the NHL or the QMJHL.
The NHL, the QMJHL. What teams would you like to play for in either league?
Sea Dogs for the QMJHL and Toronto Maple Leafs for NHL.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
So, buddy, can you tell us your name?
Isaac.
Isaac what?
Lion.
And what's your nickname here this week?
I forget.
You forget? I think it's got something to do with Batman.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? All right. Where are you from, Isaac?
New Brunswick.
Where in New Brunswick?
Back from Heartland.
Okay. All right. And is it just your first time at the camp?
My fifth.
Your fifth. So you like the camp. You keep coming back, eh?
Yep.
Good spot. Good stuff. And what did you want to improve on this week?
My butterfly.
Your butterfly. What about your butterfly specifically?
I can't get it right.
You can't get it right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good you're back here and want to work on it. Thanks a lot for your time, Isaac.
Yep.
Hi, and what's your name, buddy?
Aaron Curry.
Where are you from, Aaron?
Charlottetown, PEI.
Charlottetown, PEI, home and bred, eh? And how many times have you been to the camp?
4.
4? And what did you want to improve on this week?
Probably, well, they don't call it what I call it. It's called the hover leg. They call it the paddle pusher, I think.
Okay, so you want to work on that this week, eh? Have the instructors been helping you out with that?
Yeah, very much, actually. It's one of the main things that we do.
Oh, that's good. That's great. And who's your favorite NHL team?
The Washington Capitals.
Washington Capitals. Why?
Well, 2 reasons. Alexander Ovechkin and the new rookie goaltender, Braden Holvey.
Oh, very nice, buddy. All right, well, thank you for your time.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Nolan Campbell.
Where are you from, Nolan?
I'm from Cape Breton, Albert Bridge.
Albridge, okay. And how many times have you been to the camp?
This is my first time.
It's your first time. Do you like it so far?
Yeah, it's great.
You think you'd come back?
Yep.
Yeah? And what did you want to improve on this week?
Well, I really wanted to improve on butterfly sliding, getting some more power in my leg.
Okay, good stuff. You think you've covered that this week?
Not quite.
Not quite? You still working on it?
Yep.
That's good as long as you're working on it, right? Yeah. And what's your favorite NHL team?
Vancouver Canucks.
Why is that?
Luongo, he's my favorite goalie. And because of Daniel and Hendrick.
Very nice. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. No problem.